New type of upload. We haven't done one of these before, and we're kind of rocking. This is a realistic day in the life of a 22-year-old. We gotta wash my car, go to the store, then we gotta go to a warehouse, check out some. And we gotta go film a podcast tonight. So you guys are gonna come along with me for everything in between. I kind of just cut that off like if I was filming short form because I've never done, I guess, a vlog, baby. Don't mind the hair. We kind of woke up. We've been chilling. Got some emails done. Got some stuff done. Let's throw you guys on this tripod. It's Monday today. Started the new week. Best day of the week because you get to start your week with a bang, baby. All right. So, got you on the tripod. Let's get a little Red Bull. Let's get to moving this car. Or washing the car, but I gotta move it into the driveway. You get it. I'm gonna drive first. Now I'm gonna grind, get this thing clean. You guys will see the before and the after, but until then, or you won't see the before. I forgot to record the before on me, bummer. But after, cue the montage. All right, we just finished. Took a little longer than I was expecting, but here we are. Look at that clean ass diamond black paint, boy. Clean, boy. Look at that paint. That looks dirty. Now that we're finally done with that, that took honestly like almost 2 hours because we had some stuff we had to take care of in between. But now that we're done cleaning the car, I'm gonna just got a text ringing in here. I'm going to get a quick lift in, and then I gotta jot down some notes for the podcast I have tonight for our guest. And then if I have time, I gotta run an errand, and then we gotta go to a warehouse. So, I mean, cue the montage of me working out now. This is just gonna be a montage video. I will say though, I'm in the middle of my workout. I'm doing chest today. I'm just doing cables, feeling cables. I gotta kind of get a quick one in just to fit it in for the day. But it's a 20-pound vest. And honestly, you guys might be saying, you don't need no extra weight on you. You got enough. I agree, but this honestly makes quicker workouts like this and lighter weight volume seem harder because I gotta push through another freaking 20 pounds of weight. So it makes a difference. I encourage you guys all to get a weighted vest. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna get back to the workout and I'll see you guys after the shower, I guess, because then we're not gonna have time to jot some stuff down for the pod. We gotta go to the warehouse, and then after the warehouse, run an errand, and then we'll be jotting down some notes for the pod. We got to be at the studio at 6:30, so it's currently 1:05. We got to be there at 6:30, so T-minus 6.5 hours, 5.5 hours. It was only like a 20-minute workout, which is all you need, 3 different movements, that's what we do. Now I'm trying to stretch because me being a golfer, I got absolutely zero desire to be super sore, because trying to swing when you're super sore is not the best. And I gotta film tomorrow, I gotta film Wednesday, playing Thursday, so I got no excuse to not have fun. But trying to get a stretch, because I'd say you gotta stretch before, stretch after. Those are probably the most important things to do when working out. But again, I mean, it doesn't take a professional to tell you that. Whether or not you want to take advice from me, that's up to you, but do what you want to do. Now I'm about to shower, and then we're going to head to the warehouse. And I'll catch you guys in the curb. It's 1:15 right now. I haven't eaten anything today, whether it looks like that or not. You can't really, camera's not getting that angle, thankfully. I really don't eat that much. I just eat at bad times, so we're going to try and get something small, quick into this, because I really do got to leave the house in like 40 minutes. Also, this is kind of so interesting looking at the DJI. It's hard for me to stare at you guys in the camera because right under, if you guys have ever used a Pocket 3 or Pocket 4, Pocket 2, whatever, they all have the little screen underneath, so it's easier for me to want to look at that than look up. But that's just what I am going to have to do. All right, now I'm going to eat some food and I'll catch you guys in the car. All right, we're on our way to our place of business here. Again, I can't say where I'm going because it's still in the works. We're still kind of behind the scenes, very early stages, but something big coming soon. and you guys are gonna absolutely love it. I can promise you. I'll never do anything in life without fully believing in it. So, I mean, one thing, been doing Gavs Golf for like over 2 years, and now I just launched my podcast last week called The Rough Cut. If you guys haven't seen it before, make sure you go check it out. I promise you're gonna absolutely love it. New episodes every single Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, but now currently on my way to go meet up with one of my buddies because we got to go check out some things. But yeah, I'm super excited. You guys should be too. It's going to be a big thing, and we're going to take it to the moon pretty much. And after, we got to go get some SD cards for my interface for the podcast. I filmed a podcast last Wednesday, and unfortunately, that podcast was supposed to come out this week. Thankfully, we didn't really have any special guests on. It was a podcast with me in production, just talking about everything, and the audio never got transferred to the SD card. I think it's because the SD card that I used was a mini SD card with an adapter into the interface, and I feel like something was corrupted or wrong, so I got to get a big one, and then run some tests, probably run the audio for like 15-20 minutes, and then make sure the audio was all taken, and then we'll rock with that, because we got a pod tonight. Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's hot in here because I have the air off, so you guys aren't blasted with the air right now. Never really done a video like this, like a little day in the life vlog kind of thing for long form. So let me know if you guys enjoy it, and I could do some more of these. Maybe if you guys want to see a week in my life of trying to build my brands, trying to build a life I can't wait to wake up to, and just make the younger child in me proud. Let me know down below if you like this kind of video. Comment what other things you want to see. You know, I'm always trying to adapt, improvise, and overcome. So like I said, on my way to go meet up with my buddy right now, and then I will pick it up either before or after that. I'm not going to film when we're there, because again, it's behind the scenes for now, but sooner rather than later, you are going to be able to see. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was a big move there for the fellas. We kind of, I guess I can't really talk too much about it without giving it away, so I mean, hopefully within like the next couple weeks or so, you guys will know exactly what we're talking about. But that was a big move, big money moves for the fellas. Super excited where that's going to take us. I think it's going to be one of the best brands of all time, honestly. Yeah, now we're just leaving. We were only there for like 40 minutes, which is cool, quick and easy. Again, I'm hoping that the air isn't kind of killing the audio on this. But now we're headed over to Best Buy. I got to get some SD cards, hoping they have the SD cards. Sometimes I'd be going there and they don't. And I know some of you guys might be saying, why don't you just call ahead? You know what, I'm not calling ahead. Let's get over there. Let's figure it out. And if Best Buy doesn't have it, I'm going to hopefully hit up Target. And if Target doesn't have it, hit up a different Target. If that Target doesn't have it, hit up another Best Buy. So hopefully we go 1-0. We don't have to go anywhere else. But as far as that, hey, pretty successful day so far. You know, every single day we wake up is a successful day. Whoa, later guys. I mean, I'm just fired up. A lot of money moves. I'm hyped for the podcast tonight. Again, this podcast tonight will be turned around and put out on Wednesday at 12 p.m. So don't you guys dare miss that. It's on Spotify as well. So if you're not really a big watcher, you can listen to it. And that's a huge, huge move for the fellas. I'll pick this back up when we get towards Best Buy, and hopefully maybe we walk out of there with what we want to walk out with. Made it to the place I need to be at. And we are going to hope they have the SD cards. If not, we're going to be in some trouble here. Not looking pretty. We're not really too many SD cards, which is kind of scary because I need that right now. We might be looking at a bust at the first Best Buy. Maybe they're on the other side. Maybe they moved them. Take a peek at the cameras. This was the first camera I bought for myself, actually. And then I believe one of my main cameras, wherever the Alpha 1600 is. I think it's one of these. No, it's not that. It's not that. I got no idea. Oh, it's this one. No, it's not. It's this one. This one right here. This is one of my main cameras right here. If you can see. One of my main cameras. My honey got me that one. Which, fantastic camera. That is one of the main podcast cameras. But, Yeah, as far as podcast cameras, we ripped that first one I was showing you, this one right here. That is one of the main one. That's the one we have on the guest because that's fantastic quality. I ripped the Osmo Pocket 3 that I'm on right now as the camera for me and production. Oh my god, they did move them. Let's freaking go. See, when in doubt, chop it up and you find the right things. See, can I get this just for audio? Does that work for just audio? Because, I mean, I could pull up with a 512 gigabyte, but I could tank the price, which isn't that much fun. I'm hoping, because I would have to just, if it doesn't work, I'm going to have to get this one instead, 128 gigabytes, which maybe, honestly, I just get that, you know, tank the $80. You guys might think that's crazy, but honestly, that's not bad. I bought 4 SD cards the other day, $350, so that's really not too shabby. You know what, maybe I do just tank that one so I don't have to get another one. Twice the recording time, faster read, write speeds, great if you also use DJI. Use the card and cameras like your Sony or DJI gear. It would just be for my interface. So we'll grab this one, and then maybe I tank Extreme Pro. Need another one for... See, this is behind the scenes of the old content creation for you guys. It's all sunshine and rainbows until you got to pull a credit card out, and that stuff sometimes, hey, that's not that fun. I think I might just tank one of these. Is it V30? I need V30. V30. Unfortunately, it's V30. Get one for the interface, and then I need a SD card just for the podcast for my DJI, and we're gonna go with the old 256, so it holds a lot of time. 10 hours of podcast, that'll get me probably 3-4 out of them, maybe. So, I mean, hey, there we go. I'll catch you guys at checkout. That's all I really need. Unless you guys need, I think that's the 4. That's the 4. I got the 3s. Ooh, Panasonic. I'm going to take a picture of both of these right here. I'm looking to get another DJI camera for the YouTube, not DJI. I'm looking to get a better camera for the golf videos, at least with a crazy zoom and stuff, so it might be good. I think that's all we need. We'll probably get about here. Look how cool that is. What the hell? Bro, what are we doing, GoPro? Camera for a GoPro, literally is. Mission 1, that's kind of insane. Look at that thing. I gotta go home now, and once we are home, I got a couple hours maybe. It's only 3. I gotta be at the studio in 3 hours. I gotta go to the store now, so we'll hit that up back in the city where we stay. Yeah, and then we'll start jotting some notes down for the podcast. Pretty productive right now. I'm feeling it, you know, but hey, this is a day in the life of a 22-year-old chasing his dreams. Guys, that I fall victim. I've tried the Mountain View spring water, the green glass bottle, which is pretty fire. Then I saw the Saratoga bottle. I didn't think they made still because I hate sparkling, bro. I just can't do it. Anyone that says sparkling water tastes good, I just don't understand what's wrong with you. To be honest, it's definitely an acquired taste like wine. But yeah, did I fall victim? Am I stupid? Is it just the trend of a lot of people getting it? The reason why I wanted to get it? Maybe. That might be true. That might be exactly why I got it, actually. You know, but it's still good. Is it $3 good? It's only $2.99 a bottle, which really isn't that crazy, but I guess there's gonna be people in the comments that are like, you paid $3 for a 28-ounce water bottle, glass water bottle that I could refill if I want to, and just rep the brand. I mean, maybe me and Saratoga need to get something in the works here. Yes, I get it. It's the next day, all right? Hand in the air. That's on me. You guys know that this was supposed to be a day in the life. So let me run you through this real quick. Got to the studio for the podcast at about 6:30. We're chit-chatting with the owners, just hanging out, doing our thing. We didn't really start filming until about 8 o'clock, which is not the problem. Started filming for about 30 minutes. Our guest that was on had to go to the restroom. Totally fine. And a little backstory. About a week ago, we filmed a podcast, and we lost the audio because it didn't go to the interface of the SD card. ChatGPT and online, everything I was looking at said the problem was because it was a brand new interface. While he goes to the restroom, let's look to make sure all the audio's on there. You know, we can take a quick intermission, figured out. So we go to check, see if the audio's on there. As you know, if anyone's ever had the Zoom PodTrack P4 interface, it will sometimes hourglass when it's saving onto the SD card, which is completely fine. But the reason why it was a problem is it was doing it for like 15 minutes on a 28-minute thing, and I was looking it up, and it should have only taken a couple seconds, and if it did take a couple minutes, it should take 10 at most, and it was just way too much time for how little of recording we did. So we ended up trying to shut it off. The PodTrack completely froze, so you couldn't shut it off at all. So we had to take the batteries out, disconnect it from the USB-C charging we had, and restart it that way. It was like still stuck and wouldn't work. So we're like, okay, so then take the SD card out. I'm like, let's hope the audio's on there. We put it into my Mac, I check, and the audio's fine on there. And then we're like, okay, so it's saved on there, which should be good. We put it back in, we get the P4 to start working. Kind of said, F it, okay, it's probably fine. We started filming again. We were about 8 minutes in to the pod again, after the intermission, after all the problems. And someone from my production team like threw his hands up and was like, wait, pause it, right air. On the screen it says right air, and the reason this is such a big problem is because when we were filming the podcast a week ago, we got right air after 2 minutes into the podcast. And so we knew that right air meant it would stop saving the audio or stop taking it to the SD card. So we're like, okay, well that's a problem. So then we take it out, figure it out, pull the SD card out, again, and then the audio ended up saving. Like, it just stopped probably a minute before we saw the right air or whatever. Try to figure it out, like, why is it right air? Why is it right air? And then we're trying to like connect it to my MacBook. Granted, this is my first time doing all this stuff, so this is like trial and error. I get it, you know. It's just all part of the process. And the same with my production team. They've never helped me or worked on podcast stuff before. I'm not completely sure how to get the audio just straight to my MacBook. And even if I did, my MacBook was almost dead anyways. I wasn't expecting to outsource it straight to it. Granted, if I'm using the SD card, I should still always have it connected to my Mac if I can as well, just for backup audio in case stuff like this happens. Granted, again, this is my first time doing this stuff, so it's trial and error. I get it. Let's fix the SD card. Let's recalibrate it in the machine. I took the audio files off to make it work again. Maybe I have to reformat it to the P4. So before I reformat it, I take the audio off the SD card so I don't lose that 35 minutes of audio that we had already. Reformat the SD card, it's cleared, it goes in, we start filming, we're good, we're banging, we're going, we're getting after it, filming, and we're in a flow. At this point, it's already been past the 8-minute mark where it kind of screwed us over. And so now we are like, okay, we're good. And then we get all the way to about 19 minutes in, and he throws his hands up again, he says it's doing it again. And at this point, we're like, bro, what the why is it doing this? It will do it at 7 minutes, it does it at 18 minutes, it does it at 2 minutes, it's done it at 40 minutes. Like, what is going on? So that was a big problem, and it kind of really threw us back. Again, we started filming at 8. We kind of just called it wraps. Some of you guys might be saying, like, oh, just use the 30 minutes that you have, 30 minutes of podcast that you have. No, it wasn't enough really work as a full podcast episode. I want a full podcast episode, especially for the guests that we had on. They're a really good guest, and I think a lot of people would enjoy the episode, so I don't want to cut it short and then just screw that guest over on their podcast episode, essentially, you know. So I post a podcast every single Wednesday at 12 p.m. So, and plus I have a lot of other stuff I gotta do tomorrow, so it looks like I'm gonna be staying up all night. I ended up buying a new interface. I just said F it, I'm done with this PodTrack, you know, this guy can suck it. Returning it, thankfully it's a 30-day return window, so I should be okay with that. And I ordered a new interface, which should be really good. I'm hoping it works out really good. And I'm hoping it was the interface's problem. It doesn't make sense how I had a brand new SD card and there was a problem, and then I got another new SD card because maybe I'm like, okay, maybe it's corrupted, something happens, or whatever the case may be. Said it was supposed to come tomorrow. I just looked again at the order, and now it says July 2nd. And I'm gonna have to film at least 2 to 3 podcasts before then. Luckily, I'm great at improvising, adapting, and overcoming, you know. whatever happens, happens. It's not what happens, it's how you choose to respond to it. So we're still running the podcast tonight. I'm hooking up my wireless DJI mics to them. You can record separate audio with them, so that's a good thing as well. So we're gonna have to Jimmy rig it with the DJI mics. It's still gonna look like it's coming straight out of the, ooh, hopefully that means money. It still looks like it's gonna come straight out of the podcast mic, so that's a little behind the scenes for you guys. The people that see this video are the only ones that are gonna know the next two podcasts are gonna be out of those mics. We're kind of chilling. I spent most of my morning trying to figure out the interface, get it connected to the MacBook, you know, and it was just being weird. Again, I'm not super techie. I kind of have learned everything that I've done. Like, I edit all my own videos, I do everything, edit everything, produce everything with the help of production, obviously. So I've had to learn all this myself, so it's just another learning curve. If you guys have any help, throw it down in the comments to help me make production of the podcast even better. It's a hurdle that we need to happen to be one of the greatest, so that's all that matters. I'm excited. We got another guest tonight. Had to reschedule the guest last night to probably same time next week. Other than that, it's going to be a great pod tonight. Everything's going to work out. I'm praying, I'm hoping, I know it will. This is now a 2 days in the life with a 22-year-old chasing his dream. So this is what it takes. You guys can see behind the scenes. You're going to see me at the podcast, and then you're going to be up with me all night editing the podcast that has to be out at 12 p.m. tomorrow. So in less than 24 hours, I need to have another podcast out, which will be out because I will not miss a day. That will not happen. I could use these hours. I can get it done. Granted, I'm going to be tired and exhausted, but it's worth it. I jot down some questions and some notes for the guests we have on the podcast tonight. So, setting up for the pod. Got production hands on, baby. Here we go. This is the set we're working with here today. We're just ripping a one-on-one, mano-a-mano. We tried to film one yesterday like you guys already saw. And then we tried to film one last week. You guys didn't see that. So as far as pods filmed, we've technically filmed 3. Now pods produced 1. How many pods we have out of the 3? Only that 1. This is our 4th time filming a pod. Don't worry, we're going to have it after this. I promise you guys, there will be a podcast up tomorrow at 12 p.m. But until then, I mean, this is just what we got going on. We just got here. T-minus probably about 45 minutes till we get the cameras rolling and the audio going. You guys want to see, though, the behind the scenes, mano-a-mano setup. We'll get the logos on in the back. But until then, I'll see you guys. You'll see some clips from the podcast on here, but nothing more, nothing less. Ripping the phone. This is for the vlog, bro.
Come on, new fresh cut.
Hey, man, come on. No blowout for you anymore?
Hey, blowout. Chill.
Come on now. All right, we just finished. This is weird looking at. I'm on my phone because I don't. Look at this lighting. Look at the rough cut in the background, baby. That looks great. That looks fantastic. Looks great. All right. We just wrapped up finishing. The audio worked. Hopefully it works even more when I go to edit it all. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm fired up. But this podcast is going to be out in less than 13 hours, and I got to edit like 2 hours of footage, which will probably take me 5. So that'll be cool. But hey, this is a little behind the scenes for you, production for you kind of thing. Nothing crazy, but it gets the job done. As you can tell, I'm a little tired. That's why we got to get an energy drink in the system. Keep having production get the job done over here. Look at him down. Look at him. Two times. There we go. Hey, but we'll catch you. I'll catch you when I catch you. My beautiful blue eyes, though. Am I glazing?
You're just naturally cute.
I can't with this guy, bro. You can't. I need Logan back. I'm worried. What? I'm worried of being alone with this guy. Hey. He's dangerous. Love him, but he kind of loves me a little too much.
I do.
Yeah, I can't help. Hey, this video doesn't come out.
You know he did it.
You know what he did. See, I'm just rambling now. I'm just tired. Maybe I'm just rambling so I don't have to tear anything down.
I've noticed. Oh, I'm also getting paid.
Not anymore. Not after that. All right. I'll see you guys in a little. You guys think shit's sweet, huh? It's been probably about 2 hours since we last updated. I finally got home. I started taking the files and putting them onto my SSD, and it's taken 52 minutes, and I'm about to be started on editing. So this will be fun. It's currently 12:52. If you can see that in the corner up there. I'm fired up. Let's get after this. We got a little pick me up here, and I'm hoping to be done in like 2 or 2-3 hours max, man. Please. I ended up going to bed at like 3 o'clock last night. I got through half of the podcast, realized that the energy drink just didn't affect me as well as I was wanting it to. And so I was like, you know what? I'll go to sleep at 3. I'll wake up at 7:30, and then I'll get back to editing it. Woke up at 7:30. I just finished editing it. So now I gotta export it. We got it done. All I'm gonna say is, guys, if you promise to do something, or if you make a commitment to yourself to get something done, no matter what, get it done. So I'm super hyped. I turned this around in less than 12 hours, and I had to sleep for 6 or 5 of the hours or whatever. So I'm fired up. 4 of the hours, actually. Jeez, I didn't really sleep that much, but I'm gonna get this gone, get this exported schedule to post, and I'm gonna maybe take a little nap or so. But that was pretty much the 2 days. Now 3 days. Now it's 3 days in my life. So, again, I appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know if this is the type of video that you guys like, and if you want to see more day in the lives of a 22-year-old chasing his dreams, or just day in the life, whatever the case may be. Let me know down below. I'd love to get more content out to you guys, different, like I said, versatile, and really just connect on a more personal level. That's like one of my main reasons for this podcast. And so, yeah, again, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn that bell on so you don't miss out on any future videos. I post a video every single week. I also post a podcast every single week as well, in short form every single day, baby. So I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much. Peace out. I'm gonna stop this.